It's a strange kind of satisfaction. I wonder how many of these memories I can keep. I get the sense that I'm going to lose my memory of this evening. If that's the case, I will lose my memory of seeing Takano's face. I've finally found out that Takano is the mastermind. Am I going to repeat this same world again, not knowing the truth? She killed my friends as if she was merely killing some bugs. I don't want to forget that. No matter how hard my death will be, I need to remember Takano's face. Hanyu, I'm not going to give up. I don't care if I can't recall this memory. I'll continue to live my life. I don't care if I can only live in this June, and that eventually I will only be able to go back to the night of the Watanagashi. If that's my life, so be it. I'm not going to forget either. If you don't remember, I'll tell you the truth. Hanyu. I knew it. You acted like an unfeeling bystander, but that's because you were afraid of the pain. I also want to have a happy future with everyone. Ooh. Hanyu started to cry like a baby. She's so stupid. She decided to abandon hope. Because she didn't want to deal with the sadness that she always felt on this night. But she ended up hurt and devastated anyway. Hanyu, are you happy that this world is ending just like you predicted? I decided not to ask her such an unpleasant question. The car stopped, and two men pulled me out of the vehicle. We had returned to the Furude shrine. There were several men waiting in front of the offertory box. Nearby there were countless sharp knives laid out on the ground. They're going to cut open my stomach with those tools and pull out my intestines. They took off all of my clothes. They left the gag inside my mouth and the handcuffs around my wrists. I wasn't embarrassed to be naked in front of them. Rather, I was just furious that Takano was getting joy out of doing this to me. Don't forget this humiliation. The pain I'm about to experience should be carved into my soul forever. I'm not going to forget this. Everyone worked together, and we finally revealed who was behind it all. If I forget this, my friends' efforts and deaths will have been in vain. I need to stay alive as long as I can, so that I will remember the pain. Hanyu, don't look away. You have to watch. Remember this forever. Ow. Is this really the only way I can help you? Is this all I can do because I can't touch or talk to anyone? That's good enough. If you can continue to stare at me, I can endure this pain. Hanyu nodded and sat right next to me while continuing to cry. We then looked up at the night sky together. The moon was shining brightly as if it's taking pity upon me. We also looked at the faces of my murderers. That beautiful moon was gradually stained red. It's getting cold. It's so painful. I'm consumed with the fear of not being able to do anything about this, but Hanyu is right next to me. That gives me comfort. It's not just Hanyu either. Everyone is here with me. Everyone is there watching me, so I can stand this torture. That's why it wasn't painful. I didn't struggle. I didn't care about Takano's crazy laughter. This was such a wonderful world. We didn't overcome this fate, but I have no regrets. Of course. I'm still sad. I'm disappointed. My future was right in front of my eyes. My hand could almost reach it. Even so, we did what we could. I have to be proud of myself. Keiichi voiced his disagreement. He still felt that we could have done more. We were almost there. We almost defeated this fate. We didn't win, but not because our enemies were strong. We didn't win because we didn't try hard enough. But all of you worked so hard together. I was watching. I saw the whole thing. But it wasn't enough. If we had a will strong enough to overcome this fate, we should have created a miracle. That's right. A miracle will happen if everyone believes in it. Satoko, Rika-chama, and everyone else worked so hard. I'm sorry, Rika? You were brave enough to ask us for help, but I couldn't save you. Satoko held my shoulder and cried. That's true. Everyone worked so hard, but it still didn't work out. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I'm going to die again, but I've never felt so good about it. I've learned so many things in this world. Rika-chan? I know why the miracle didn't happen in this world. Rena spoke gently, but she wasn't smiling at all. Hey, did everyone really believe that we could create a miracle? If you're hoping for a future, but not everyone believes in it, then a miracle won't happen. What are you saying, Rena? We were united. No one had doubts that we could overcome this fate. Right, Mion? Yeah. He's right, Rena. Everyone thought we could overcome it. Everyone believed that we could. That's quite true. Even Rika believed in it. She finally believed that with our help, she could change our destiny. I believed in it too, but I think there was someone who didn't believe. Who is that? What? Who can it be? Hey. You. Rena turned to Hanyu and asked her a question. Did you believe? Did you believe that we could overcome this fate? Even if you can't talk to us or touch us, you can still believe. If you'd believed in us, the miracle would have happened. Would something really have changed if I believed? Does Hanyu have learned helplessness or what? I'm a powerless existence. I can't do anything. All I can do is watch and accept. You're saying that I could have made a miracle happen just by believing? Yeah, you could have. Keiji stated it clearly. He wasn't trying to blame her. He was just stating the truth. That's right. There were 6 of us, and there were 7 of them. If you'd believed along with us, we would have numbered 7 souls. The miracle could have happened. You don't make miracles happen by touching something or saying something. You make them happen by believing. Ow. Ow. Hanyu had realized that this ending wasn't caused by fate. It was because she didn't believe. In other words, this happened because she was so weak as to accept this fate. She started crying again. We don't even know your name, but you still needed to be brave enough. To fight this fear and pain. You needed to have the courage to defeat fate. If you'd believed, we'd be moving on to a bright future. If your refusal to believe in it is the sole reason we couldn't reach it, then the responsibility is yours. It was hard to believe that Rena could say something so harsh. Her words were piercing Hanyu's heart, but those words were necessary for me and for her. Only faith can create a miracle that sounds like something you might hear in a fairy tale. It's not easy to put it into action. People suspect others, they don't trust others, it's easier to not have hope. It's so difficult to believe. That's why faith can make miracles happen. Don't you realize that I can't even touch people? Don't you realize that I can't even speak to them? You still think I can make a miracle happen just by believing in something? Listen, you're talking to me right now. I've never talked to you before, but I always knew you were there. I was always thinking about how I could communicate with you. I always knew you were watching me when we were all having fun hanging out together. But even if I want to be involved, you guys can't see me or hear my voice. You'll think that I'm a monster or something. I don't want people to think of me as a monster. We'd never think of you that way. If you're with us, you're our friend. Yeah, we wouldn't call our friend a monster. It's your heart that determines whether you're a monster or not. Right, Shion? Indeed. I guess I'm more like a monster in that sense. You won't call me a monster even though I have horns on my head? We won't call you that. Just because of the way you look. They're actually cute, you know? Haha, watch out for Rena. She might try and take you home. I realized then that I was standing with everyone looking down at my own body. I see. I'm finally dead. I looked at my bloody body by my feet. It upset me that Takano was still enjoying the torture, but the body that remained was nothing but a shell. Are you okay, Rika-chan? Meep. Don't you think it's a bit strange to ask that question to a dead person? Everyone smiled wryly. It's my first time feeling so much love and death. Everyone is already dead. That's why I feel so happy to be dead. To join them. Suddenly the world got darker, and my body started to sink downward. I could feel myself disappearing. I still had the sensation of my friend's hands on mine. Let's go, everyone. Yeah, let's go. You're also one of us. Come on. Stop crying, and let's go. My vision had gone dark, but somehow I could still see. Rena offered her hand to Hanyu, and Hanyu slowly took it. Hanyu? I don't know what sad experiences you had before we met. But I'm sure my friends will accept you. Oh. Is it still going to be fun if I'm involved? Are you sure they'll accept me? Yes. So come along with us. Rena touched Hanyu's hand. It felt like everyone else laid their hands on top too. If only they had hands to do so. Let's go, Hanyu. Let's accept this sorrow, so we can embrace joy as well. Believe in the bright future that's waiting for us. The miracle will happen.